Kookaburra's back, and we're back. Welcome back to 2025 on the channel. Well, hope you all had a great holiday. This is my first day out shooting in many weeks, and it was a tough. I've got to say, it was really tough getting up this morning, 20 to 4 in the morning, just to get out here. But apart from my head feeling the size of a football, I'm pretty good. Had some great time over Christmas. Hope you enjoyed your bit of family time with your family or away from them. I had to work away and I got home on New Year's Day, which was unfortunate. It's just part of the life in mining. 2025, some big goals for me this year, and we all set goals around New Year's. And this year's goal, it's a big goal. I'm going to push hard for it. We're going to try and hit that 10,000 by the end of 2025. That would be a fantastic, unbelievable goal to hit. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. I think it's possible. So we just got to do what we can, and hopefully it's going to make the right content for you guys to keep following and sharing and subscribing and ticking and liking and all the YouTube algorithmic fun stuff. And hopefully we'll get there. Finally have a drone again. Now, we've always had minis on the channel. We've had the Mini 2, the Mini 3, the Mini 3 Pro. The Mini 2 and the Mini 3 Pro. And both fantastic drones. Blew my socks off. And we have got one. And we went the Air 3S. Still a bigger drone. Still not Mavic 3 sort of money or cost or size, but telephoto and wide angle lenses separate, which is I think the big key, and a little bit more stability in the air. Pretty excited about what we can capture with it this year. Obviously the image quality, we all know, we've all heard and seen all the reviews on it. It's an amazing drone. DJI is pretty much unbeatable in the drone area. So I'm looking forward to what we can get with that. So anyway, lots of good stuff in that regards. Other than that, just the gears down. We've got the R6 II still. We did buy a film camera, so I'm going to be playing with that. I'm just waiting for an adapter to come and the film to come. I've got a Pentax K2 to use all my Pentax Super Takamar lenses on. I thought that might be cool to just try out and do something different. It's been a long time since I've shot film. Since my high school days. I sort of didn't really want to go back to it. I'm not going to be developing it myself. Those days are well and truly over. I've done my time developing and rolling my own film in the dark rooms. I thought we'd come down to somewhere where I know really well, and that's Kondilla Falls National Park. We got a big storm yesterday, so there should be some water flowing. It's supposed to be fog this morning for the first couple of hours of daylight, so I thought this would be ideal for the drone to go and test over the top of the falls. And that's about it. Right, I'm going to take you in now. Finish putting the bag together. I've got all that ready to go. We'll head down to the first little falls just after the picnic area, and then hopefully we can start getting some shots and have a bit more of a chat. Rightio, I will see you there, and let's hit that intro. Here we go. Here we are at the first little falls. There's good signs of some fog coming in. That big storm yesterday has definitely done some work in here. That extra water flow coming off there. Last time I come through here, had all dried out, so we're in the forest. Only person here. Very lucky. That's the good thing about getting up early. Is you're the only silly person to come in here. But you get to hear the birds waking up, and you get to see all this beautiful part of nature first up, which is what it's all about. So yeah, 2025, I'm gonna be trying to do a little bit more video and having a bit more of a chat to you about, I guess, my point of view and what sort of about this part of the country, part of Australia. It is a beautiful part. Can't be fooled by the name Sunshine Coast. It's generally raining. That's the first thing I can tell you about the Sunshine Coast. Beautiful rainforest, beautiful beaches, beautiful part of Australia. But it's, the sunshine's rare. We did have some the other day. I think we had 2 days. And now we're set for 2 weeks of rain, which is pretty wild. I'm heading straight to the lookout just to see if that fog's rolled in across the valley. That was a key decision to come and shoot here today. So I was just getting some sound shots, just a 30-second clip for sounds of the forest, which is always good for backing tracks. And a big palm leaf dropped. It scared the bejesus out of me. You can hear the heaps of bird life here, and it's always nice just to stop 30 seconds and just listen. Because this time of the morning is amazing here. Whole rainforest is coming alive. Getting ready to, I guess, go to work for them. It's life or death, I guess, for the animals of a rainforest. For us, we just got to go to a job. Might not be a fun job. That's pretty well known nowadays. Jobs are not the most fun thing anymore, unless you're doing something you love, like this. But it's always nice to sort of listen to the rainforest wake up and get ready to go for another day. I think that's one good thing about when you do come for a walk in the rainforest, is the fact that you it inspires you to sort of, I guess, get up and go. Everything here is just trying to survive, like the rest of us, and yeah, I think it's good to sort of take that on board and go, righto, well, there's a lot worse people off than me. I'm sure of that in life. And even when you're having a tough day, just to just get through the day and just start afresh, start a new day like the birds do. Just get up and start singing their songs and telling the world what's going on around them. Come to the Obi Valley lookout. So we get to check over the valley. You can see why I wanted to get here with the drone early. Well, I decided to come here to test out the drone, because have a little bo peep at that. Oh my goodness, that is spectacular. Okay, top of the falls. We've arrived. Should be able to hear it. There you can see it. Definitely more water than last time we come here. That's pretty cool. Good flow. It's generally a swimming hole for the locals and the tourists. And you're gonna not believe this. Since we walked from the viewing platform, because I wanted to get the waterfall in the drone shots where you can take off. Now this is what we have. It is, we're standing in the cloud. See this top of Kondilla Falls going before it drops down the 80 odd metres. But you can see we have just stumbled into a massive, that fog has just rolled straight in all over the valley, and it's just, it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's go down here a little bit. Better view. That is pretty cool. I've been here with the fogs on the valley, but not as prevalent as this. just sitting straight on top of us. A tree line. It's a blue sort of sky day. There's a little bit of cloud around, but that's pretty darn wild to get all that. That's pretty amazing. Just had this amazing Air 3 out for its first flight, and I am absolutely wrapped. What a beast. Easy, good half hour flying through the fog. That telephoto lens was amazing. Don't know if you can hear how quiet it is. That's the sound of it. Oh, so good. They've got a new panorama mode in it called Free Panorama. So you can select what you want, RAW, JPEG. You select your starting point, top corner, left, right, set up your frame and your shot. And it was very cool. But again, what I'm straight away super impressed at OcuSync 4. So good. This little beast went right out. I could see it going off into the clouds. We got cloud shots. We got coming through clouds, around clouds. The telephoto lens picking out trees in the clouds. It was pretty darn special. Pretty amazing. And welcome to the family, little Air 3S. It's got a bit of weight. That's a big battery that you do put in them. The one thing I will say is that I haven't seen on any of the information when I was researching is they need a 100-watt charger, so that you can buy one through DJI. There's a little 100-watt USB-C charger by itself. If you haven't got a 100-watt charger at home that you can plug your USB-C cable into, I suggest you get one, because the batteries with that charge really quick. Without it, charge really slow, and they are big batteries, so they will take a fair bit to charge. Buy the 100-watt charger from DJI and have that with your kit, so it'll just make your life a little bit easier when you're charging the batteries. But wow, so happy with that. That was so much fun flying that with the fog flying through, and the fog's still sitting there. So I'm going to pack this up now and head down the bottom. and see if we can go get some actual photos. D-Log M, auto ISO on it, 4800 white balance, 4K 60, which I think is better when you're moving a decent speed. And yeah, I've got a little ND8 I think on it. Yeah, ND8 from DJI, just their ones. I do have the Polar Pro ones coming, so I get that circular polarizer in there as well. But for the first flight, could not be more happier. Now we're heading down the bottom for a quick loop. Just see if I can get maybe a couple of photos. As far as videos go, man, that drone was absolutely, just performed so well. What a pearl of day, absolutely raptor got up. You see me at the start and I was just so flat and tired. And it happens every time. I'm sure every photographer out there is like me. And you get to come out to what I'm about to show you. And you wake up and you go, wow, thank God I woke up at 3:30 in the morning. Kondilla Falls in all its glory. We're getting close. Now you can see the base of the falls, and it's good too because this little other section over here to the right doesn't normally flow most of the time, so we must have plenty of water. And that's a really nice shot because it's got some great texture with some root systems coming on the side and some moss. So might have to put the 15 to 35 back on to see if I can't capture that. Here you go, bottom of Kondilla Falls in all its glory. And doesn't it look fantastic? So I'll just take you up a bit. So you can see up on the main falls on the left, that's the main sort of run that the falls comes down. You got a lot more light, but not as, I always find that this one here, when this is running, because you got those roots, these roots on the just here, and then you got that beautiful tree here in the middle with the moss growing off the rocks. It's just probably a little bit better composition. So it's going to be, I'm going wide. I've got the 15 to 35, probably 15. You probably can't see it all too well on here at the moment, but I'm going to try and get that whole section in. I have done it before when it was flowing, and it was really good. And I'll see, I'm probably going to get down closer, get down to the water's edge, down near that log. That sometimes can be a good little add-on to your composition. I'm going to try and get down there and see if I can't use the benefit of having Winston, which is a big tripod and a big solid tripod, to try and really accentuate that whole frame. So I want to capture that all going up, and even if I can get a bit of that tree, and then some of that background light coming in from the top of the falls, coming over and then filtering through a bit of backlight. Still some fog up the top too, so that's going to really help. That's going to give me some soft light. So I've got to work fast here and try and get a shot. I'm going to just head down here. That log I just went down with the camera, looks pretty good. Don't know if I'm going to need Winston at full length, but we'll find out. Oh. The beauty about Winston is he's very good at being manipulated. Oh, it's way down there. I'm hopeful something like that's going to be alright. Yep, it's going to work pretty good.
little bit of fine tuning, but we should be alright. Now I've got the self-leveling base here. So I'm just going to get that right. And then I can rotate round with the head. So I get my composition. So yeah, add a 15mm circular polarizer on. That log just here is going to be my bottom left corner. And I may have to go across a bit more. Go that way a bit. That's better. F10 on the shot. Going to those highlights. So I'm going to have to obviously focus back this bad boy. And my first one's going to be down the bottom of the log, and I'll work my way up. Looks amazing with that water and the colours, and I've got that little bit of backlight, so I like the whole shot. It's come up good. So now what I'm going to do is I will come in and do some long exposure stuff. So there's what we're looking at. It's pretty good, doesn't it? Very nice. So I'm just going to do some long exposure. So I'm running out a bit of battery on the DJ and the Osmo, so I might have to I'll come back to you. Well, done and dusted for another week. Finished up down here at the bottom of the falls of the river. You can see the water flowing really, really nicely. Shots up at the base of the falls. I think they'll come up good. 4 shots for focus if I need them. Here we go. So the long exposure, I did a 10-second and a 30-second. Both look really nice. Good options there, some nice photos. I did take one here, but I'm not sure. Try to get all the water flow. There's a couple of little falls in a row you can sort of pick up. But I've had a good morning. Run out of battery on the Osmo Pocket for the first time ever. Trying to do more video, trying to have more conversations with you, and I hope you enjoy that part of this year 2025. Just got to remember to put my battery back in my bag to charge this while I'm not working on it. Rightio, I will see you all next week. Stay safe. More to come. We've got the New Zealand trip coming up. Queenstown, epic spot. So that's going to no doubt bring a heap of videos out of me. And looking forward to the rest of 2025. Thanks for popping on for the first one of the year, and I will see you all next week. Stay safe. Subscribe, like, tell your friends, tell your family. Check out the Insta page, website, all that fun stuff. Adios. I'll see you all soon. Peace.